Darren Atkinson of Valhalla Amplification and Atkinson Audio. We're producing microphones that are quite unique. I'm going to show you what we're doing here. Let's start with the amplifiers. We're going to take a look. Let me just start by saying Valhalla amplifiers are handmade in England, and this is an example of what we do. The chassis is cut, we laser cut the metal, we bend the chassis there, we wire this, hand wire this, the turret boards are made there, everything. So this is an English amp. The transformers are made in England. Basically, we could say we're wholly made in England as much as anybody else could say. The woodworking. And what we've done with Valhalla is we've taken a few thoughts. We've taken an amp that's a clean pedal platform, but we've created some circuitry in a hand-wired form, and where you move the knob just a little and you get incremental gain, you get incremental change of frequency and sound. So what we've tried to do is give people a clean sound, a pedal platform amp, then take it and give you the incremental choice to produce different sounds in different ways. So let me show you a bass rig. I can explain how this is happening. This Valhalla 50B, for example, has a frequency switch. So that frequency switch models on a Portaflex, a high watt, 200 watt, and a Ampeg sound. So as you turned it, you go Fender, you go Ampeg, you go high watt. But you still have controls. So, you know, you have a push-pull control here. So basically, we're giving people more sounds out of one circuit, but from a hand-wired amplifier. So this is the kind of thing we're trying to do, something that's different in every aspect. I'm going to bring you over to our designer. Key, one moment, please. We're doing an interview. Could you explain a little bit about this bass amp? You get a little bit more intricate description.
Essentially, the bass amp is a single channel bass amp, but there's two inputs, high, low, and obviously that works with the whether or not you got hot or cold, cooler pickups. And it's got a drive section at the front. It's got a single volume, treble, bass and middle. And then what you have here is a three-way frequency switch, which allows you to do different voicings. And obviously with those voicings, every time you turn that, it makes the EQ different as well. So what it gives you is a truly sort of a wide array of tones for your bass. And yeah, it's a great amp, we're really proud of it.
Let's take a look over here. This is our Thor. This is a guitar amp. But as you can see, we've got all manner of gain stages here. Like basically, if you want high gain tones, that's great, but we can back this off and give you a clean tone, like a pedal platform style amp that you'd like. Yeah, as you can see, we've also incorporated some LEDs in there. We do our custom engraving as well, so we can custom engrave this for you. So when we build you a custom shop amp, it's truly custom, even to your name if you want it to be so. Yes. Now, let's take a look at the microphone. I got something really unique to show you. I invented a way to reposition the mic exactly on a pinhead in space so you get your exact location you want when you find a good sound through 6 degrees of movement. Let me show you how that's done. Now, this is our second to last prototype. Basically, it's an irregular array of lasers. And just let me show you how this works. So say you've got your microphone, you're in the studio, and you put it in. And imagine for some reason someone places that style of a 57 style microphone that far from an amp, which is not uncommon, and you get a great sound. Trouble is, your session's ending. What are you gonna do? You own that cabinet, it's coming with you. Wouldn't it be nice if you could put that mic back exactly? Well, now you can, because you turn it on and you get an irregular array of lasers. When the final prototype is done, the spread of the laser is going to be a little wider, but let me just show you what the prototype's doing right now. So you've got this sound and you want to mark it. So all you got to do with that irregular array of lasers that traps this mic in one position is just mark it. You turn the mic off. Next week you're in the studio or you're on stage and you want that exact sound. You're using a 57 style microphone, a dynamic that's good for high sound pressure levels. And then you just, well, you've got this built in, so this allows you to go back to the right position. It might be a little tedious at first, but right now there's no way in the world to find your position, but now you can. Let me just take a second to put it back. So now you're basically back where you were.